Love without passion is friendship. Love is a beautiful thing. It brings warmth, trust, and companionship. But love alone is not enough to sustain a romantic relationship. When passion fades, what remains is a deep friendship, which, while valuable, is not the same as a fulfilling romantic connection. Many couples find themselves stuck in relationships where they deeply care for each other but no longer feel the intense pull of desire. They function as partners in life, sharing responsibilities, dreams, and struggles. Yet something crucial is missing: the fire, the longing, the raw attraction that once made their connection electric. Passion is what separates romantic love from platonic love. You can love your best friend deeply, confide in them, and trust them with your life, but there is no physical longing, no urge to be close in an intimate way. In a relationship, when love exists without passion, it can start to feel like two people are simply coexisting rather than truly being together. They may still share their lives, but without desire, their intimacy becomes routine, predictable, and over time even absent. Without passion, the excitement that once made the relationship feel special slowly fades into familiarity and habit. Many couples assume that losing passion is an inevitable part of long term relationships, but that's not true. While passion naturally evolves, it doesn't have to disappear. The problem arises when partners stop prioritizing desire and begin treating their love like an obligation rather than an adventure. When two people stop flirting, stop touching for the sake of pleasure rather than routine, and stop making an effort to keep the spark alive, love begins to shift from romantic to platonic. They may still respect and appreciate each other, but without passion, their relationship loses its depth and intensity. Physical intimacy plays a major role in maintaining passion, but it's not just about sex. It's about desire in all forms. It's the way you look at your partner when they aren't paying attention, the way you reach for them just to feel their warmth, the way you express your attraction through words, actions, and energy. Passion isn't just about what happens behind closed doors. It's about the chemistry, the tension, and the playful desire that makes every moment together feel alive. When these elements fade, a relationship may still function, but it lacks the soul of what makes love intoxicating. Some people stay in relationships without passion because they fear losing the comfort of love. They convince themselves that passion isn't necessary as long as they have companionship. But deep down, they feel something is missing. They long for the excitement of a touch that sends shivers down their spine, for the moments that make their heart race, for the feeling of being wanted rather than just appreciated. Love without passion can provide security, but it rarely provides fulfillment. Over time, one or both partners may start craving the intensity they once had, and if they don't find it within their relationship, they may seek it elsewhere, whether emotionally or physically. When passion fades completely, relationships often become mechanical. Couples go through the motions, waking up together, having meals, discussing their day, but they stop feeling each other. They lose the urge to steal kisses in the kitchen, to pull each other close for no reason, to whisper things that make their partner blush. Instead, their interactions become practical rather than passionate, and their connection begins to feel more like a habit than a hunger. This lack of passion can lead to frustration, resentment, or even a quiet sadness that lingers between them, unspoken yet deeply felt. Reviving passion in a relationship isn't impossible, but it requires effort from both partners. It means recognizing that love alone isn't enough, that desire must be continuously fueled. It means bringing back spontaneity, expressing attraction openly, and making time for intimacy in all its forms. It's about remembering what made you crave each other in the first place and finding ways to keep that energy alive. Even simple things like dressing up for your partner, sending a flirtatious text, or recreating an old date can reignite the spark. Passion isn't something that naturally stays, it's something that must be nurtured, teased, and celebrated. Without passion, love may still exist, but it lacks the intensity that makes it truly extraordinary. Relationships thrive when love and desire work together, when partners don't just care for each other. It's the combination of deep emotional connection and undeniable attraction that creates a relationship that is not only lasting but also alive. Sex alone isn't enough. Sex is an incredibly powerful force in any relationship. It connects people on a physical level, fuels attraction, and creates unforgettable moments of passion. But here's the truth: sex by itself isn't enough to sustain a meaningful connection. You can have incredible physical chemistry with someone, but if there's no emotional depth, no real bond beyond the bedroom, the relationship will eventually feel empty. Lust is an exciting spark, but without love, trust, and genuine intimacy, it's just a temporary high. Many relationships start with passion at the forefront. The desire is intense, the attraction undeniable, and the physical connection is electric. But what happens when the passion cools down, when routine sets in, and when life starts demanding more than just thrilling nights? If there's no emotional substance, no deep conversations, no true understanding, no shared dreams, the relationship begins to feel hollow. Sex might keep two people physically close, but it doesn't guarantee closeness in the ways that truly matter. Think about it. Some of the most passionate affairs burn out the fastest. They're built on desire, but once that initial hunger is satisfied, what's left? Without real emotional connection, attraction alone won't hold people together. A relationship built solely on sex is like a beautiful sports car without an engine. It might look amazing, but it's not going anywhere. Real connection requires more than just chemistry. It requires trust, vulnerability, and the ability to truly see each other beyond physical attraction. Emotional intimacy is what turns physical intimacy into something meaningful. When two people share more than just their bodies, when they open up about their fears, their dreams, their vulnerabilities, that's when sex transforms from an act into an experience. It's no longer just about pleasure, it becomes about connection, about being fully present with someone in a way that goes beyond the surface. Without that level of intimacy, even the most exciting physical encounters can start to feel routine, mechanical, or even meaningless over time. Sex without love can also lead to a sense of emotional disconnection. Many people have experienced moments where, even in the most passionate encounters, they still feel lonely afterward. That's because physical pleasure can never fully replace emotional fulfillment. We crave more than just touch. We crave understanding, warmth, and the feeling of being truly wanted for who we are, not just what we can provide in the moment. Without that deeper bond, sex becomes just another experience rather than a way to strengthen the connection between two people. In relationships where sex is the primary foundation, problems often arise when attraction naturally fluctuates. No matter how strong the chemistry is in the beginning, attraction changes over time. It ebbs and flows, influenced by stress, routine, personal growth, and life circumstances. If sex is the only thing holding two people together, what happens when that initial passion fades, or when one partner goes through a period where they need more emotional support rather than just physical connection? Without something deeper, the relationship can start to feel unstable. This doesn't mean that sex isn't important. On the contrary, a strong physical connection is a vital part of a healthy relationship, but it should complement love, not replace it. The most fulfilling relationships are the ones where passion and emotional intimacy go hand in hand. It's in the stolen glances, the late night conversations, the comfort of knowing someone truly gets you. When sex is combined with trust, love, and deep connection, it becomes more than just a physical act, it becomes an expression of something much greater. Sex alone isn't enough because at the end of the day, what we truly seek is connection. A relationship that thrives is one where partners don't just desire each other's bodies, but also crave each other's presence, thoughts, and emotions. It's about creating a love that excites not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally. That's what makes a relationship not only passionate, but also enduring.